I'm gonna get started on this new project today. As you can tell from my previous posts, some wonderful brand new Morimoto headlights. Shout out to Morimoto, of course. These things are gorgeous to see on the other cars I've seen so far, so I can't wait to tear into this thing. This is gonna be a quick install video, then I'm gonna go over the contents of what's in the box, different components and stuff, just to help out anyone who has questions for the future, but also to just kind of showcase what's going on in this thing. You can tell this box is absolutely freaking massive. On a high note, I'm not going to be tackling this alone. Got one of my good friends over here, Casey, who's going to be helping me install some of this stuff. Figured it'd be fun to have someone tag along and get their hands on some things. So here's all the wires and hardware. Wow, man, they really thought about everything on this. Absolutely beautiful looking. Let's go ahead and compare real quick. That's my current one. I got these from a different company. They're very good, very nice, but unfortunately they have some issues and customer support isn't all the way there and having some small problems. But in the meantime, you know, Morimoto's been pretty good with me. Very responsive, fast customer service, and I gotta say, the plastic makes it hard to see. But the overall look of these headlights, class of its own. Jeez, man, these things look so amazing. So I got some stuff already in here. These are practically ready to go already, just plug and play. Alright, so one thing I like to do when I'm opening boxes like this, I like to lay everything out. Of course, I don't think I'm going to lay out these headlights full on. Might just leave them in the box until I'm ready to grab them. But as you can see, at the passenger and the driver in there. And then it doesn't have, I think it has a packing list on the side. But of course, the website on Morimoto does have, in case, you know, what's going on in the package content. So you have the daytime running light harness, which I believe is this right here. And the fuse tap is also in there. And then you got the mode select extensions, which are right here. The different powered modes of hybrids and all kinds of other stuff. These ones do different things depending on which one you want. I think right now the blue ones are currently installed. I believe that there's a little bit more details later down in the pamphlet. You guys can go look that up. You have the 8 different magnet mount resistors that magnetize to these awesome brackets that are also provided, which I believe it's also in here. It'll tell you how to use them. And then you have right here, this is the headlight to the headlight to the actual plug-in for inside the car. All right, let's just go ahead and get these all organized. Okay, I lied. I got tired of the box sitting in the way of everything that I was trying to do, so I kind of just took everything and laid it out here on the table for the most part. So as I stated, everything's here, and already on the headlights they do have the blue ones on here, which I will take a look at the site really quick to figure out which ones do what. Directly from the website, the blue ones, the green ones, the black ones, and the red ones. This is what they all do, what the differences is. User preference, you can do what you want with that. I think personally I want to go sequential and do the ambers, so I'm going to use the black pair. And these things are like super easy to put on and take off, you know. So you find the little gray thing here, and you just kind of just click and click. Bam, done. And then after that, you've got to get the, later on, you know, this is what you're plugging into here. You have all these extra wires, but like I said, the guide does a great job of telling you what you can or what you need to do and whatnot. It's the first step you got to do when you're in here. All right. You got to remove all of these bolts right here. Total of 5 of them on each side. If I believe correctly, they're T15s. And you got to remove the ones right here. These ones are embedded directly into the bumper. Unfortunately for me, because I have the supercharger set up, I might have to remove these as well. We'll get back to that. You can't see it from here, but there's a flap in there. You got to take off those. You got to take off all these things right here. And there's 2 or 3 screws underneath on the bottom that you got to take off. So I will try and get footage of every single part. When you do the tap, I'm going to do it differently this time. I'm going to actually cut a hole or a bevel on the side to go all the way around. That way it doesn't have to, you know, get pinched in or anything like that. All right, so the fuse tap, this piece here, plugs in where my current one is. I'm gonna do it a little more cleanly this time around, so I'm gonna go ahead and get me and Casey get rid of some of this material here. That way it kind of slips through easier because this is a much thicker cord. We're gonna go from there and see what happens. It looks like they have a little rubber gasket too that you can work with. It's pretty neat. It's like, you know, they thought everything on this thing. So once you got it jacked up, you're gonna remove these pins here. You also might want to make sure for future reference, you get brand new these pins right here for this little flap. From what I was told last time, they don't really go back in too well, and these things can and will more than likely fall out. And that looks like the case. Apparently this has been out for the whole time. Didn't even realize that. Luckily, Casey was the man's and grabbed an extra set. So I'm going to replace these in the very, very near future. We removed all the T15s all around. We're going to do the driver's side first. And if you look closely, there's a one here, and you can't see it, but you can feel it. There's one right underneath here. It's in this corner. So that's the one you want to go for. Don't make my mistake and go for this one. There's also a hidden bolt underneath here. So once you get this bracket to pop forward, you pull this part up, you're gonna pull this part up, and then boom, there's a bracket there you gotta take out. Okay, so that secret bolt I was telling you about, right? This little tab right here, you're meant to pull that up and push. And if you look closely, bam, right there. That's the last one on both sides. Just remember that. Because you try to yank it up, I don't know if you'll crack it or not, but you don't want to have that happen. Now that you have everything disconnected, make sure your driver's side light disconnect from your passenger side light and vice versa. At that point, if you have a buddy, if not, you don't need one, but it's always good to have friends. Thank you, Casey. Have them hold this part up. You pull this part just a little bit forward. You're gonna take your headlight assembly and lift it up just a tad. And you just gotta kind of push it up, put it in, and you come right back out. And then boom. Now you're disconnected. And then, because these are aftermarket, there's of course like this little thing that runs all the way over. I don't know where it's stuck in. I believe it's stuck into the other headlight. You want to start passenger side first and then driver's side. I don't know if it matters if you have the stock headlights, but it does matter if you have aftermarket that has a wire that runs through. I completely forgot that it's connected underneath in the middle. So let's go ahead and do this. Exact same thing as the other side. Pull up a little bit, push in. You gotta yank this up just a tad. And it should just kind of shimmy its way out of there. There we go. Well, there's a total of 4 of the magnets per headlight, right? There's 3 female ends, 1 male end on both sides, right? Now, however, I will warn you, on these bits, right, you'll get 2, 007 and 006. The differences are, one has 5 pins, the other one is actually also 5 pins, but there's a missing 6th slot. So, but you want to use this one, which is the one that you need to plug in. And you can find that by going into your headlight assembly, right? Shine the light in here. And you take a look at your stock headlight assembly. Mine requires only 5 pins. It's also a little bit different in shape. So that's what you want to go for. These have to be some seriously 10 out of 10 super sexy looking headlights. Good Lord. The weather stripping on these is amazingly set. Now we just gotta start connecting the ballast things and get everything together. These extension pieces connect to this piece here, yes, right? And that's where you connect the awesome little black thing here, or blue, green, whatever it is. The awesome little plug. And it just goes and goes just like that. And it goes click, boom, done. And you just tuck it in right there. Now, you can use the extension piece to run through the engine bay. That way you can swap it out through the engine bay. However, because of how easily accessible the flaps are, I'd rather just go through that way. Okay, so after you drop everything in, get it all nice and tightened up over here, you drop these wires down. For me, it's a little bit more difficult because I have a blow-off valve right here, so it gets kind of in the way. But what I would suggest is for your bracket pieces, these ones, I did it on the other side. I'd put one on this screw and put one on the other screw because those are easier to get to than the one up here that's tucked in. All right, well, ran into a couple of snags because of the clips and the bolt and stuff like that, but as you can see, the new, and I would say improved, headlights are in. And you know what? They have a animation for things. So that's locking it, and then that's unlocking and ready. Just look at how bright these headlights are. They're already evened out too. Look at that. That is nice. That is really nice. Leave it to Morimoto to make some awesome God tier type stuff. Thank you guys again. Really appreciate it. And I think what we need to do is probably get a startup so we can get the idea of what's going on.
I didn't know what those did that.
Oh, the startup animate, the unlock animation?
Like the little grills on top of them.
Oh yeah, that's fucking, oh shit, that's dope. Got little grills in there? This is gonna be very loud. Oh yeah. Hazards? Oh, these are sick. You can't hear me because the car's so loud, but these are totally worth it. These look absolutely amazing. Thank you again, Morimoto. Shout out to them for these awesome, amazing headlights. And shout out again to Cornwell Tools for supplying Casey with some awesome stuff to come help me out.